How's it going, everybody? Zominator007 here. Welcome back to some more of Long Live the Queen. A game where, even though it looks cute, can be very misleading, as there are many ways you could die in this game. When we last left off, we made it to week 14. Oh, thought I could have sworn it was 12. Unless... No, it's 12. 14. Guess I was wrong about that, but basically the premise of this game, if you guys are just watching it now for the first time, is basically you gotta make sure she lives to her 15th birthday, I think it was. But let's see, what can I let's see, I'm currently afraid, bonus to agility of faith, penalty to royal demeanor, weapons, intrigue, military, Alright, so let's have her go to class where she'll learn, she'll increase her dancing skills, learn about Novan history too, so... Oh, I know, actually, we'll learn more about lore. Week 14, morning. 60. You practice the postures and extensions of the solo ballet, learning to stretch and form an elegant line with your body. You study the secret language of dance and how a story can be told through gestures and positions. Afternoon. At the height of the Novan Empire, all the major dukes and duchesses were lumens, and they conquered their enemies with beams of light and terrible summoned monsters. Those monsters eventually broke loose, killing their captors and destroying the old capital on Cathra Lake. The resulting chaos shook the Empire. 200 years ago, a great force of darkness covered Nova, threatening to wipe out all of life in the domain. It took the self-sacrifice of the Queen and her complement of lumens to defeat them, to defeat that doom. Only the Duke of Ursul refused to join in the defense and therefore survived. I think I might move the camera. I don't know. There's not really a lot that goes on in the top left corner, so... Basically, I'll be her during these moments. So, yeah. Oh wait, no, she's supposed to be afraid. As you are walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. Aww, I failed things again. When you return to the castle, your father's waiting for you. There is a woman here to see you. She wishes crowdfunding for a project. Thank you for seeing me, Your Royal Highness. I come to you on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatment. Putting all the sick people together, wouldn't that make them die even faster? No! Elodie, no! Invest! Invest! You need to invest. Come on! Invest! Invest! No! The fuck you doing? Alright, we gotta get rid of the afraidness. So we'll be by our lonesome. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. Oh shit, what's her current mood now? Oh, she's currently lonely. You get a bonus to conversation and medicine, penalty to royal demeanor. So I'll take this time to learn conversation and medicine, I guess. Alright, so classes, medicine, we'll learn about herbs, or well, you know what I mean. Conversation, we're gonna learn proper etiquette. She's gonna be a lady. We're gonna make her a fine lady. Week 15, morning. You learn that wounds, even minor ones, should be washed as soon as possible to prevent dirt from growing under the skin. You review the correct greetings for guests according to rank and when to extend your hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors. Remember that the festival of the good lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball? There will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean, not safe? Outside of the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means you harm, think on it now. Decide later. Will the Duke of Sedna attend the gala? It is a traditional Novan event. Inviting your fiancé might be seen as a statement. Oh. But he could protect me. Or kill me. You know what? He'll be my husbando. Yeah, why not? If I'm going to marry him, it's a statement I ought to send. As you wish. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Rennie. I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her uncle Kevin is absolutely furious about the woman's trial. She's bored and looked for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest to her. You try to walk your way past the treasury guards, but despite eyelash fluttering, foot stomping, and outright threats, they won't budge. Oh, what's your current mood now? Oh, you're still lonely. Alright, so... conversation... you would get a bonus. Like medicine, you get... quite a nice bonus. Yeah, alright. We'll learn about Habs and public speaking. Week 16 morning, you learn that the willow bark can be used to relieve aches and fever. You practice tongue-twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. It's a nice way to practice. Today is the procession and planting of the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. People will recover from disappointment if we lose you. There is no recovery. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. My little girl. Prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. At the end of the route, you help the priestess turn over the earth for the new tree to be planted. After the blessings are read, you hold up your hands and call for silence so that you can speak. Unfortunately, all the words you had planned to go out of your head when you faced that moment. You managed a few polite sayings about the meaning of the holidays and thank everyone for attending. Then turn away, your cheeks red. The procession regroups to return to the castle. Ooh. Oh, whoa, what's your current mood now? You are willful. Alright, that's a good thing, I guess. Alright, bonus to intrigue and military illumine. I don't have anything. I can't use lumen yet, because I'm not... Yeah. Alright, so military... we'll go strategy and intrigue. Yeah, intrigue. Where's intrigue? We'll learn about foreign affairs. Or intelligence. And military, we'll learn logistics. Week 17 morning, you learn about the types and amounts of food required for an army on the march and how long they will remain edible. The current Duke of Sedna is 26 years old and unmarried. He might be considered a good marriage prospect for you if you desire stronger ties with the domain of Talas. Talassi, I don't know. Are you ready for the grand ball? All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Shit. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. I believe the next turn is mine. He bows gracefully and offers you his hand, and then leans closer to whisper a quick question. Do you know how to dance? Nod or shake your head. Oh, fuck yeah, I do. You dip your head in acknowledgement. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father. You knew him, knew his steps like a part of you. Now every move is a mystery. You've been tutored in dance, of course, as has your partner, and it is simple enough to move through the motions without mishap. Between the dances, there is time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bits of exquisite food. During a lull in the music banyan, the Duke of Marie taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting a clear note ring throughout the room. If I may have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her bravery and courage keep our borders defended. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There is Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you, due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adelaide, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lila, and a fierce sportswoman. She is a few years ahead of you at school, and the absolute terror of the ball fields. No, Bryony. She said that her parents were leaving her stuck at school for this season. Her parents are here dancing together, the Duke consort clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange that there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, and of course, it would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? Yeah. As the evening grows late, your personal guest draws you aside for a private question. You have my most fulsome thanks for the invitation to this event. However, you might wish to spend more time with the scribes before corresponding and writing with other nobles. Some may not appreciate your unique sense of phrasing. Wonderful. I sounded like an idiot. It's always the greatest of pleasures for me to be in your presence. That may not be the case for all of those whom you have invited. Please, do not overlook the dangers that may face you from within. A queen or even a duke must always be aware of the possibility of intrigue, especially when those who wish to protect you may not always be present. I look forward to the day when we will no longer have to part. Yeah. Oh, she's happy! She's happy! Oh! Alright, so skills. Oh, actually, I should probably save, because it's been quite some time, so save. Oh, shit. Okay. You gain bonus to conversation and athletics. Okay, so conversation and athletics. You'll learn to climb. You'll be the ultimate parkour man. You'll be the next Ezio Auditore if Ezio was a female. You're gonna learn flattery. Actually, court manners. Week 18. As the person of the highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. You study rules of formal dining, including the proper utensils for different dishes. As the queen, no one will comment on your mistakes, but they will notice them. You practice climbing up and down fixed ladders, driving out any fear of heights, and learning to move swiftly and surely. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in Domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you didn't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. Ooh. Oh, you are too kind, Jocelyn. Countess Siren, not a member of your circles, she's a bit more than a decade your senior. Far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noble women go. She has two minor titles, no husband and your father's arm in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? Shame. 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 You meet her eyes and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. She notices your stare, but only smiles at you ever so sweetly. Darling Elodie, I hope you have been well. Fine. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. This is the path that you have set us on. What do you mean? Your acts have made everyone think about preparations for the future. Caloris needs an heir. My brother, your Uncle Armand, is looking for a wife as well. One of us, at least, must produce more children. But, Mom, nothing can ever replace your mother. But we all have to do things that we don't want to do. You should be careful now how you deal with people like Sirin. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. Many dark looks were aimed at you your way at the gala. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I'm paying attention to what's around me. Sneak out the castle to have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds out. Alright. You are very willful and angry. Alright. Alright, so intrigue, military, and lumen. Sorry about that. You'll learn court manners, and I guess you'll do swimming today. Oh wait. No. You study the traditions of the ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept or defer an offer, and how to avoid impression of attachment to an individual. You get comfortable in the water, splashing around and holding your breath to go under. It is the time of year to decide any necessary judgments to the royal budget. The majority of the money we receive is already spoken for, but there is always some room for discretion. I really don't understand all of these numbers. Maybe I should leave them alone. I think we have enough money. Let's lower the taxes a bit. As you wish. You have not reached the crystal. Are you making progress, or is there time for another plan? That would probably be the drastic action she mentioned earlier. I don't think I can improve the skills necessary, so take drastic action. I suppose I'll have to listen to another plan. Leave it to me. Fine. That night, an explosion rocks the castle. A section of stone near the royal treasury collapses, crushing the guards on duty. Nothing is stolen, at least. Nothing that is acknowledged publicly. But when you look at your father's face, you can see it in his eyes. The crystal is gone, and he knows that you are to blame. He will never trust you the same way again. Shit! I'm sorry, Daddy. I wanted to learn Lumen. Lumen. Memorize the correct title for every servant in the castle. That treating servants with respect ensures good service. Oh, yeah! You practice walking and hopping through the shallows, feeling the difference in resistance that the water applies to your movement. You are requested to stand in judgment. A man has been convicted of the murder by strangling of his wife. He does not deny the act, but requests a pardon that he might be set free. If you admit you killed your wife, why do you think I'm going to set you free? Save me, Your Majesty. It wasn't my fault. Demons made me do it. Everyone knows the power of magical beasties. They used me. They twisted my fingers into chains. My wife found me screaming. She tried to shake me, and the chains wrapped around her. I need the priestess to bless me and make me clean again. Demons that make you attack people. Is that even possible? Whether there were demons or not, you still killed a woman, your wife. I won't forgive you for that. You will be imprisoned for the rest of your life. He opens his mouth to argue with you further, but then his shoulders slump. Yes, Your Majesty. Do you have it? You do have it, don't you? The crystal, of course. Everything is ready for you. Right. Did you really have to kill the guards? If you regret their sacrifice, then do not let it go to waste. It's too late to turn back now. I have to do the best I can for my people. What do I do? Pick up the crystal with your bare hands, press it against your chest, over your heart, and say, illuminate. Okay, here we go. Illuminate. I'm becoming a magical girl. You feel dizzy and both larger and lighter than you were before. The crystal disappeared from view, but you know where it is. Wow. The priestess here is a friend of mine. I will come to your lessons in the faith and train you to use your powers. I should feel happy, I guess. I'm a lumen now. I just hope I'm doing the right thing. Alright. Alright, classes. I'm gonna learn Lumen. Week 21 morning. You learn that it's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone. Yeah, that's true. You close your eyes and learn to feel the magic inside you. You receive word that the murderer you condemned to prison has escaped. A large explosion rocked the jail he was in, destroying the walls and setting many dangerous criminals free. It will now fall to the royal treasury to repair the damage. Ooh. Okay. I'll just do the same. You learn that flattering comments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward. Yeah. You practice using small amounts of magic and feeling that power outside of yourself. Your mentor summons up magical energies to strike the nearby ground so that you can learn to sense someone else using someone else's spells in use. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Elath, has passed away. This isn't really a surprise. He's pretty old. The problem is the political implications. With the control of Elath in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother, Arissid, the Duchess of Lila, has petitioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of the 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden. Almost the entire eastern border. I don't know anything really bad about her, though. That boy does have living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar. Or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. Why not the uncle? Or grandfather? Who knows how long the grandfather will last, but... Let's go to the grandfather. The Earl of Ishtar is the closest blood relation that Adair has. He should be regent. As you wish. Alright. Oh, she's angry now. Oh shit. What'd I do? Get bonus to weapons and military. Alright. So, I guess we'll go with military, naval strategy, and weapons. We'll practice archery. You learn that the sea is not something you hold, it is something you travel across. Naval strategy ensures your free travel while denying it to your enemies. You study different kinds of ships, their names, designs, and the number of crew needed for each. You learn how to twist and wax bowstring from a variety of fibers. There is a woman here to see you. She is a musician and wishes crown patronage, which means money. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalize you in word and song. I have dabbled in musical styles from many countries, and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. The musician sings a little ditty to demonstrate her skills with the lute. She's actually pretty good. Very well. You can remain as part of the court. I will do my best for you. Oh, what's her stats? Oh, she's 21 and single. Oh shit, she's still angry. Oh, I need to lower the angry. You're studying the strengths and weaknesses of different weapons and battle formations. You learn to cut, fletch, and tie arrows. You learn about different styles and sizes of bows, long, short, and recurve. You receive a letter from young Lord Adair. It is an extremely formal letter for such a little boy, thanking you for your wisdom in allowing him to live with his grandfather, who probably dictated every word he wrote. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. You pay respects to your mother's tomb and wonder if the same fate is waiting for you. Alright, so intrigue, military, and lumen. So where's intrigue again? I'll practice more of the lumen and go with... Fuck, this is difficult. We'll learn internal affairs. Until you have children of your own, your maternal uncle, the Duke of Merva, is next in line for the crown, and after him would be his daughter, your cousin Charlotte. You close your eyes and call out when you detect your mentor casting a silent spell behind you. You learn to detect ongoing enchantments, such as blessed weapons that can do magical damage. Your skill is now 50. You cannot increase your other lumen skill until your other lumen skills are 25 or higher. You stare up into the sky out your window. You notice a strange flash of light. Falling star. Pretty. Alright, let's make another save. Gonna go to section 2. Alright, so classes, you're gonna do resist magic this time. Your maternal uncle's wife, the Countess Nyx, claims kinship to the old Minerva line and originally asked your mother for title to the duchy. However, no one could verify her lineage. As a compromise, your mother created her brother, the Duke of Merva. The last Duke of Mead was the older half-brother of the current Duchess. His reign was brief and highly scandalous. He defied tradition to pledge himself as the life mate of the old Duke of Ursel. Then broke that off only a year later. He retired into seclusion and died still unwed. You increase your awareness of your own thoughts and emotions, making it more difficult for mind-affecting magic to twist your reactions. Alright. My lady, there's a letter for you. Oh, Alice. Ooh. Who sent this? It isn't signed. It appears to be a poem describing you in a manner that is entirely inappropriate for a queen. I what? With a squid? That's actually pretty funny. Just then, an incredibly unlucky breeze swirls between the windows in your tower bedroom, tugging the paper out of your hands and off into the sky. You stick your head out the window, discover the poem caught and fluttering in the roof of your eye. You can almost reach it. No! No! You know what? Fuck it, I saved. You took a moment to look at where you'll have to climb in order to reach your target. It's so close to put your foot there, you left it, you reach a little bit more. Ow! You're lucky you didn't break your neck, but your bruises are going to make it difficult for you to do anything strenuous for a while. Oh my god, I dodged a fucking bullet there. Holy shit. Alright, so... can't do agility, weapons, athletics, and animal handling. Okay, so everything else is pretty good. So I need to learn... I'll just go with the usual stuff. The Duke of Marie has paid suit to the Duchess of Ursel to no avail. The Duchess's brother is opposed, as he will inherit if she dies childless. Your agents suspect the Duchess of Ursel is actually more interested in Duchess of Hellas. Neither has ever linked to a man. You learn to consciously project a magical field through your thoughts, blocking outside magic from touching your mind, but only when you have the energy to consciously resist. You gain innate resistance to light and dark. You can now see in the blackest caves and stare into the sun without going blind. Ah. My lady, there are letters for you. Another letter from Briony. Why does she keep writing me? We were never even friends. She says she's bored and lonely, and she's looking forward to seeing me at Gwinnell's birthday party. That's right. Gwinnell's about to turn 15. She'll be the Duchess of Sudbury, for real now. The other letter must be my invitation to her birthday celebration next week. Gwinnell and I are friends at school, and this will be a big event, but it's also a long way to travel. A lot of things can happen on the road. Fuck it, let's go. It'll be good to see my friends. Alright, so conversation and athletics this time. So, conversation... Oh wait, what am I good for right now? Alright, I could do public speaking. So public speaking and athletics. We'll do more climbing. You'll be the next Ezio, I promise. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. You memorize lists and sonnets, and then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. You've unlocked a new outfit. Sweet. You learn to evaluate whether a tree or a branch is safe to bear your weight. You clamber up and down trees, able to fetch fruit or get a better view. Oh. On your journey to Sudbury, your carriage is attacked by bandits. You hear the distinctive sound of incoming arrows just in time to push yourself away from the window to avoid being shot. From the screams outside, not all of your guards have been as lucky. The attackers scatter as soon as your forces show signs of resistance, vanishing into the woods. The rest of your trip passes without incident, but you can't help but jumping at shadows. Oh. Gwinnell's party is lovely. Not nearly as glamorous as your own upcoming birthday will be, of course. But it's still a major event on the noble social calendar. Everyone who is anyone is present. Uncle Laurent and your younger cousins are here, but Charlotte and her mother are not. Apparently Charlotte was ill. Arisa, the Duchess of Lellos, is present, but she somehow always manages to avoid talking to you when you draw near. There are refreshments and dancers and musicians and polite conversations, and one or two not so polite. Okay. Will not be shoved aside. Mother, it is my domain now. I need space for myself. You have your own lands to manage. Just because of your age doesn't mean you know everything, young lady. You need my advice. This is my home. It has never been yours. Before you can back away, your gazes fall upon you. They wait expectantly for you as near queen to settle this dispute. Ugh. You heard her. She's an adult now, and she's in charge here. Thank you. Is that what your father will face upon your coronation? Cast aside without another word. He's not going to be like hearing that, is he? A bit later, Briony catches up with you. Hello, Elodie. It's so wonderful that you're going to be a queen now. I mean, I'm sorry about your mother. Thanks. But think of the opportunities you're going to have. You're so lucky. That's an odd way of putting it. Anyway, I was wondering now that you're almost queen and everything, have they told you all the secrets? What secrets? Like, how to get into the old palace. I've heard it's packed full of treasure. You mean the old capital by the Catherine Lake? The abandoned one? Exactly. They had to leave in a hurry, so they left all kinds of treasure behind. And nobody goes there because the forest is supposed to be haunted, so the treasure's probably still there. The forest isn't just haunted, it's full of monsters like the Keithong. Keithong? What the fuck's a Keithong? Forgot what it was. But what if she's right and it's full of ancient treasure? Why not? I don't know any secrets about getting into the old palace yet, but if you come back to the castle with me, we can check the archives. Great! I knew you could help. I was supposed to be back to school, but I was already planning to sneak off. I'll ditch my escort, sneak ahead, and meet you at the castle. This could be fun. At the end, you share a pleasant meal and prepare to return to your various lands. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, new outfit. I forgot. Oh, the priestess robes. Oh, no, that's not new. Outfit. The tutu boost agility. Oh, the tea dress. Oh, that's so adorable. Alright. We'll do one more day, and then I'll call it quits. Your teacher asks you questions about made-up nonsense, pushing you to improve answers smoothly and swiftly without having to worry about them being correct. You read collections of famous historical speeches and practice saying them in convincingly dramatic fashion. You practice climbing up and over a wall with the aid of a well-anchored rope. Leaning into the walls, you push in with the balls of your feet. You practice abseiling down a wall, descending with the aid of a rope. Ah, sweet. Found a bunch of maps of the area around Cathra Lake. Great! I also found reports of really nasty monsters down there. That was hundreds of years ago. The palace was abandoned hundreds of years ago. The reports never stopped. I can't find anyone who's gone to the old forest and came back. Well, if it is full of treasure, would you want to tell anyone how you got in and stole some? Look, I know it's dangerous, but I'm not stupid. But you and I are educated noblewomen, not peasants. I'm good with a sword and bow, and you? Don't you have magical powers now that you're queen? Well, yes. So come with me. It'll be an awesome adventure. Our parents are going to be so impressed. Is that what this really is about, Brianna's parents? Let's go. Alright, we can take horses from the royal stables and sneak out before anyone notices. You are easily able to avoid pursuit as you travel south through the wetlands of Caloris. There is no guard around the borders of the old forest. There isn't any need for one. Caloris has soaked in lore until the stain is permanent. Even an illiterate fisher child knows better. But you are young and innocent, brave and strong, true heroes. Hey, this isn't so bad. It's kind of dark, but that's just because there's so much moss on the trees. It's pretty nice. It's pretty, like the lace curtains, and it's quiet. You could build a secret hideaway here. And it's not too dark when the will-o-wisps are out. Little sparkly lights. Don't you think, Brittany? She doesn't answer, and the hairs on your back of your neck begin to prickle. There's magic in the air, nearby, and strong. You turn to look at your companion, and find her pinned against a tree, her eyes bulging wide, her fingernails clawing at the thick black ribbons which have wrapped around her body and mouth. Let her go! You are armed, but you can't slash wildly at the tendrils without harming Brienne more than the beast which holds her. For lack of a better plan, you grab hold of the rubbery tentacles, hoping you'd pull her away from them, her mouth so to speak, but as soon as your hands come into contact with the unnatural substance, a strange cold feeling washes over you. There's something wrong. Something is happening that shouldn't be, but you can't quite make sense of it. You can't think. You can't fight. You can't win. No. Damn it! I was doing so well. Elodie did not survive to reach her coronation. Nova would have to go on without her. But it doesn't have to end this way. Make different choices, train different skills, and Elodie's star may rise again. Alright, I'm done. I'm done for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did not expect to die, but strange things happen. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's pretty much it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. It'll help me out in the long run. Want to keep doing this in the secret round. Leave suggestions in the comments below for Hunger Games Akinator Challenge accepted. I'll so gladly do those. And that's pretty much it. So, till next time, guys. See you in the next video. Have a good one.